Welcome all the students. In this video, we will be going to learn about an array. So before starting the program, let us see what is an array. Right. For any C program, we require a header file stdio.h because we will use printf and scanf. Hence, we require hash include stdio.h. And after that, we require int main function. This is the function from which your execution starts. Now suppose if you want to declare a variable, if you want to store a value in the variable, say you want to store 10, then you require one variable. Suppose you want to store two values 10 and 20, then you can do with the help of two variables. Suppose you require to store the value of 10 numbers, then 10 different variables will be required. And suppose if you want to store 100 values, at that time the solution is to go for an array, because going for 100 variables to store 100 value is not a good solution. Hence, C programming language provides you the concept of array. So let us see what is an array. Here I will declare an array A. How to declare an array A? First you have to write the data type, then name of the array, then inside the square bracket, size of the array. So let us see what is the syntax of declaring an array. Right, name of array, right, then square bracket open, inside square bracket open and close, you have to give the size, that is a number, right, and then semicolon, because every statement in C language end with a semicolon. And don't forget the data type, right, data type. So this is the syntax of an array. So right now I have declared an array of type int whose name is array A and the size of the array is 10. The size of the array is 10 means it can store 10 values. Suppose if the size of an array is 5, then it can store 5 values. Suppose the size of an array is 15, then it can store 15 values. Okay, good. Now we will see how to initialize an array. Right, you have declared an array, right, above line declares an array. Now we will see how to initialize an array. To initialize an array, we will require to write first data type. Again consider the data type as int. Then we require name of the array. We will consider it as x. Then inside the square bracket, as regular we do, we will give the size of the array. In this case, the size of the array is 5. After that, we require square bracket. That is, sorry, we don't require square bracket. Now we require curly bracket. This particular bracket is called as curly bracket, and after the end of the curly bracket there will be semicolon, and inside this open and close curly bracket there will be values. How many values? If the size of the array is 5, then the values will be 5 different values will be there. First value I take as 12, 13, 45, 67 and 23. Now this is how you initialize the array. Now these arrays are stored in the memory as per the index. Right, there will be indexing of these numbers. For example, at index number 0, at index number 1, at index number 2, at index number 3, and at index number 4. All these values will be stored. So how these values will be stored? Where will be 12? 12 will be at index number 0. 13 will be at index number 1. 45 will be at index number 2. Then 67 will be at index number 3. And lastly 23 will be at index number 4. So total indexing, as index number starts from 0, index will end at size of the array minus 1. Size of the array is 5, and how much is 5 minus 1? 5 minus 1 is 4. That's why indexing of the array will be from 0 to 4. I hope you are getting the concept of indexing. Okay, now let us see how to display an array. How to display an array. For displaying an array, you will require looping. Right, you will have to write printf. After inside in printf, what you are going to print? X of 0. X of 0 will print 12. X of 1 will print 13. X of 2 2 means what? This index number, right? X of 3 means this index number. What is there at index number 3? 67 is there. So instead of writing x of 0, then writing x of 1, then writing x of 2, what we do? We will take variable I here, right? This format specifier will be there. So what we will do? We will take a variable I here, and now we will write a for loop, right? Inside this loop, what we will do? We will write I is equal to 0 and I less than what? I less than how many elements? I less than 5 elements, right? I plus plus. Okay? So this printf I will cut and paste here. So in this way, you can print the numbers in an array. While printing the numbers, you always remember that please give space after %d. Now let us compile the program and run the program. There are no compiler errors, so we will run the program. Yes, there is one error. I variable is not declared, so we will declare it here, comma I. Now there will be no error. We will directly run the program. See the output. The output is 12, 13, 45, 67 and 23. So in this way, you can store a value, single value in single variable. If you want to store more than one value in single variable, you have to go for an array. And at line number 7, you are seeing the syntax of writing the array, and you have also learned how to initialize an array, and finally you have also learned how to display the array. Okay, so we will stop here. In next video we will see how to read the values from the user and store in the array. These concepts will be helpful for a student who is learning data structure. So please subscribe to our channel, like and share our videos.